Greetings, family. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all well. I haven't made a video in so long, and I've been meaning to just make a video, but I've just been procrastinating. So yeah, I know I've said this so many times, but I want to start doing videos more frequently, especially centered around like herbs and well-being and healing. I'm gonna try and get back into doing those kind of videos again. But I wanted to do, sorry, I'm looking down on my phone. I wanted to do a video today around virtuous woman, or stepping into the righteous path, or going the righteous way. I know I've made a video previously about like my journey of like being natural and getting into my natural state, but I feel like, yeah, obviously the journey doesn't stop, healing doesn't stop. Been on my mind a lot lately about stepping into the woman that I should be, or the woman that I'm destined to be. And I know only I hold myself back from stepping into that version of myself. So I've just made some points. This is from my experience, and everyone's experience could be different, and if you can take something from this, great. But yeah, let's just get into it. So what do I mean by a virtuous woman, or stepping into my virtuous path? And what I mean about that is being authentic and true to who I am, and doing things the right way. When I say do things the right way, I mean with like pure intentions, clean intentions, with a clean heart. No matter what I've been through, no matter where I'm going, my actions, my words, my thought processes are always coming with good intentions and good thoughts. And what I've written down, well, the definition that I got was: a woman admired for her strong moral character, wisdom, and dedication to her family and community, embodying qualities like diligence, generosity, and courage. So that's what I got online. The first point I made is allowing your partner to lead. Now, with me, that is not like my go-to, allowing my partner to lead, especially because when I grew up, I grew up with a strong single parent, and with that, I kind of saw that, so I mirrored that. And then living by myself, I was obviously in my independent role, and not relying on anyone, an independent era, should I say. So one of the things that has been quite difficult for me is allowing my partner to lead and do what a man should do. And with me, like I said, that doesn't come easy because I'm just so independent. I'm kind of to the point where it can be quite, I don't want to say negative, but it can be quite damaging, especially when you're in a partnership and it's when your partner is trying to lead, you're kind of like counter leading, or trying to like take cover, like you're trying to take over, should I say. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm working on. I mean, there are moments where it's like your dominance or your masculine energy comes through, and because I'm so used to leading with my masculine energy, it just happens that way. But yeah, I'm allowing myself to stay in my feminine energy and allow a man to do what a man's meant to do, and allow a man to lead, because men are meant to lead. Whether we want to say we're strong independent females, whether you're a feminist or whether not, like there's a balance, there's duality, and man, woman, yin yang, light, dark, up, down. We have to balance each other out, and that is you could say like order of nature, where the man leads and the woman is the support. And not to say that the man is the most important, but I believe that genders have their roles. So that's one, allowing my partner to lead. Expressing my femininity, and once again, it has been quite difficult for me to express my femininity, especially, like I said, because I've been stuck in my masculine energy. When it comes to expressing my femininity, it can be kind of like they're fighting against each other. And when I talk about femininity, I'm not just talking about like sexuality or being sensual and things like that. I mean allowing my feminine emotions, energy to flow, whether it be expression, art, music, singing, anything along those lines, whether it is crying, whether it is like anything to do with femininity, whether it is my appearance, anything. And just allowing myself to express my femininity in any way I see fit. And I just want to express that I'm not talking about sexual and exposing self and things like that. I'm talking about allowing myself to actually be a woman, step into my femininity, whether I want to, you know, make myself look nice, whether I want to, for instance, get myself a nice lotion for my face, you know, I'm allowing myself to do that. So yeah, I hope I explained that well. Next point is covering up or modesty. Now, it's been a while since I have even, like, you know, dressed in that certain way, but I feel like that goes hand in hand in terms of being a virtuous woman, because you don't have to show everything to everyone. With doing so, you will attract a certain type of crowd or a certain type of energy. You have to promote yourself in a way where you have to expose certain parts of yourself, you know. The mind is very important. The mind is very powerful. So as long as you have a powerful mind and you use your mind, that, you know, that will attract your tribe. I don't know if I've explained that well, but I just see myself as an empress, a goddess, someone who is, you know, a powerful being, as we all are. And I also know and understand that I don't need to expose myself. And it's like a form of respect when you cover up yourself. And I'm not saying from head to toe, nothing shown, this, that, and the other. I'm talking about, you know, just body parts being shown. This is just my opinion. This is just how I like to do things. Not to say, yeah, I can't have a short sleeve top or things like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just talking about, you know, the bits and trips and whatnot. Your body is your own, and obviously you share that with your partner, and you don't need to share your body with everyone. And that's something that I've learned later or in life, as I've gotten older. Exploring my culture. I keep saying exploring my culture. So it's been very important for me to maybe now that I'm getting older and I'm, you know, stepping into my next decade of life, I find that knowing my culture, knowing my history, being with someone who's of a similar culture and on the same mindset is very important, because when it's time for me to start a family, I want my children to know where they're from. I want my children to know their history. I want my children to embrace, you know, who they are, where their parents are from. So in doing so, what I'm doing now, I'm heavy on the exploring my culture, you know, making a positive impact. It doesn't have to be big, but just making a positive impact on, you know, my race, my culture, and anything that I can do to help the people. That's why I'm very heavy on the, you know, the herbal healing and the and just the natural healing. I feel like it's important for our people to know that. So yeah, just exploring culture and traveling and just learning new things, because especially in the UK, when it comes to like school and history and whatnot, all that I remember hearing about is just slavery. Maybe Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King. This was just like in October when you'd have like the assemblies. It wouldn't even be an hour assembly. It would be like a 20-minute assembly, like a clip of Martin Luther King one day in October. Just, you know, things like that. And we are way more than being slaves. We have so many powerful prophets, you can call them, powerful brothers and sisters who have come before us, who have made a huge impact. And I feel like the young people need to know. I feel like it's powerful to know who we are and what we're capable of, and the history where we've come from, because we are powerful, we are rich, and accepting my path, and I guess just following through with my path, because I will be on the right path, and then I will get maybe like thrown off or something along those lines, and I will see myself going backwards, whether it's like how I eat, whether it's, I'm not really reading, whether it's, just not learning or educating myself. I always go through a phase where I kind of, you could say, fall off, and someone from the outside might be thinking, oh, like, that's nothing. Like, I know what I'm capable of, and I was gonna say kind of, no, I know my path and I know what I'm capable of, so I need to like stick to that and just focus on that, and focus on the woman I want to be, what I want to achieve, and just wanting to make an impact, a positive impact. So yeah, and not be so hard on myself. I know I say this in so many videos, but I can't be hard on myself, because that's one thing. I'm so hard on myself. If one thing doesn't go right, or something doesn't go right, it's a write off from there. I kind of like fall back, and I need to just keep focused, like have a tunnel vision, and I know where I want to be, and just focus on that. Next, I put educate myself, read more books, surround myself with people on a similar wavelength. And like I pretty much said, just staying educated, reading, writing, just expressing my creativity, doing what I need to do to keep my mind stimulated, because I'm a person, if my mind is not stimulated, it's very difficult for me to engage or be present in whatever's going on. So I just need to stay educated and continue doing so. Embrace my natural state, which I've been natural now for probably about 10 years, maybe a little less. I mean, I've had my locks. I've been locked for 7, 8 years now, and obviously I don't wear makeup or anything like that. I don't, do it. I'm just at my natural state, and obviously I have my ears pierced. I have like some tattoos which I got before, but when I mean natural state is I'm coming as I am. I always say, like, if I was in a forest, or if I was thrown on an island, how would I look? And this will be my natural state. Like, this is who I am. Nothing is enhanced or anything like that. So I'm just embracing that, and embracing the days where, sometimes I might have like lumps and bumps and whatnot on my face, or like sometimes my hair might not go the right way, or just anything, but just embracing it. It is what it is, because I feel like us as humans, we try to control things way too much. And with being natural, especially with locks, like, they grow how they want to grow. Like, sometimes one side will be thinning, sometimes another side will be like really thick, sometimes this side will be long. Sometimes, we are when it comes to locks, you cannot control locks. Locks, they do what they do. They're like tree roots. They just grow. They could grow, they can grow into the pavement. They can grow, so I'm just embracing my true self, and with doing so, I connect to people who are on the same wavelength as me. Because I'm showing my true self, and if someone doesn't like what they see, then that's fine. If they like what they see, that's great. But embracing my true self, and just living by it. So And the last thing I noted down was the language that I use and the curse words I use. So words can be powerful. I know this. Words are like spells. I know this. That being said, I just need to be extra mindful in what I say. Even things like when you say things like I am ill, that is a spell. You've put that into the universe, and with doing so you're going to attract illness. That's why manifestation and words of affirmation are very important and very powerful. Whatever you say, it becomes. Even whatever you write, it becomes. That's why you should be mindful. If you're not well, maybe you can say I am healing. I am healing. You know, I'm becoming stronger. Just change your wording, because I know too many times I do the same thing. Like I do just that. But I can exaggerate as well. I can say something and then it's just, yeah, I know. I'm not even going to get into it. And also curse words. I do here and there say curse words, and once again, language is very powerful. And as a female, as a woman, do you really want to be having a potty mouth? I mean, it comes out, and in the moment I'm like, oof, I said that. But all in all, I don't want to be cursing. I don't want to be swearing or anything along those lines. So yeah, so that's the list I made. And when I made this list, these are things that sometimes I fall off, sometimes I'm great, I'm doing well. And that's the beautiful thing about like your journey. Sometimes you have good days, bad. It's like roller coaster, up, down, or like waves. And one thing, like I said before, just don't be so hard on yourself. Like, we are all on our own journey, and I don't want to be like a hypocrite or anything like that when I read this out. I'm like, yeah, don't do this, do that, don't do that. But these are things that I've made a note of and that I want to step into permanently. And if you relate, then you relate, and that's great. But yeah, I don't want people to feel bad if they do these things or if they don't do these things. It is what it is. And that's just from my research and how I want to live my life. That's how I want to become the virtuous woman that I want to be. And yeah, it's a journey, and I'm learning, and I'm open and willing to learn more from other people, other brothers and sisters who, you know, can give tips, from elders, anything. But anyway, it's almost 20 minute long, which I'm going to obviously edit down. But thank you so much for watching my video. I'm going to do more videos like this. I just need to get out of my laziness and get out of my, you know, I start so many projects and then I stop and then I start. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace, love, and everything in between. Give thanks. Bless.